Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna take you guys through how I do my everyday makeup. Let's get right into it, shall we? I know. I look a little casty. That's because I have my sunscreen on, and that sunscreen is really, really good. I'm ready to look casty for as long as the sunscreen works for me. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my primer. I love to use this primer every day. It's very, very lightweight, and it just keeps my skin matte for as long as it can, and for the rest of the day my skin gets a little shiny, but that's completely okay with me because the makeup looks good still. So I'm just putting that into my skin, on my eyebrows, everywhere, so that my makeup lasts a little longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and sculpt my brows out. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. These are my favorite everyday makeup products. This makeup routine is more on the full coverage side. I would link my everyday makeup that's not so full coverage above so you guys can see that. This is when I want to look really, really good, but I want to cover everything else on my skin, but not look too much. It's more on the natural side. You guys are gonna see at the end of the day. So of course I am sculpting the bottom part of my brows with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This concealer is a really, really good concealer. It's one of my favorite concealers. It creases, but not as much as my other concealers do. I really, really love this concealer. This is in the shade, I believe it's tan. I'm not sure and I don't remember, but it's not tan sand, it's tan, I think. But I will put everything down in the description box so you guys can go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna buff this concealer, of course, into my skin with my Real Techniques Deluxe Buffing or Deluxe Crease brush. Okay, so this foundation is the GOAT. It's really, really great. So like I was saying, this is a more full coverage everyday makeup routine. This is what I actually do. This foundation is what I reach for on an everyday basis if I want a full coverage. It's really amazing, especially for my oily skin girls. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is the shade, wow, I think I forgot the name of the shade. But again, I'll put everything down in the description box so you guys can go ahead and check it out. I am buffing it into my skin with my Morphe foundation brush just to make sure that everything is nicely blended out. So I'm gonna go all over my face with a damn beauty blender just to blend in and take off any excess product. I might have gone a little too crazy with the foundation. So yeah, I'm just blending everything into my skin to avoid any cake situation. For concealing and highlighting, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to put that in the innermost corners of my under eye, and I'm going to go in with a second concealer, which is going to be used for the outermost portion of my under eye and, you know, the rest of my face. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer in the shade Butterscotch. This is a little closer to my skin tone, which I love, and I'm just gonna put that on, you know, the bridge of my nose, my mustache area, a little bit on my forehead and my chin. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with a brush. Of course, I always use a brush to blend out because it gives me the best coverage and it just makes everything look really seamless. I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush, so just watch me blend my products. I'm gonna go back in with a damp beauty blender just to, you know, blend under my under eyes and on top of my eyelids, also to take off any excess product. For setting the concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Honey. I'm going to push that under my eyes and wherever else I put the concealer. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Mahogany. I'm just going to put that all over my face with a brush, just to make sure I'm setting everywhere else. The fact that I use like a very matte foundation and a matte primer doesn't mean that I shouldn't set the creams on my face, because if I don't, my face is gonna be oily faster. It's gonna move around faster because, you know, my skin is on the more oily side. So yeah, I'm going ahead to do my eyebrows. I'm using my Evita Joseph Expert Brow Liner in the shade Rich Espresso. I'm just gonna, you know, fill the sparse areas. As you guys know, I have my brows microbladed, so this makes doing my brows really easy for me. On an everyday basis, I do not cream contour. I just prefer to bronze, and I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Coconutty bronzer and then my Morphe brush. I'm going to go ahead and use the same bronzer to contour my nose. On an everyday basis, I use less creams. I just use primer, foundation, and concealer. Those are the only creams that I use on my face. The rest of everything that I put on my face is literally just powder. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the contour that I did with a little bit of setting powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and just slightly bake. For eyeshadow, I'm just using the same bronzer so that, you know, it just looks like I have eyeshadow. Even though I didn't apply eyeshadow, I used bronzer. It's literally really easy to do. All you need to do is use your bronzer and an eyeshadow brush and then blend it into your eyelids. I also love to use a brown eyeliner to go over my lash line, just to make it look like I have a little bit of fluffy lashes, because I don't wear lashes every day and I do not have lashes. I struggle in that department, so this just makes my eyelashes look a little more fluffier. I also love to tightline my eyes with a brown eyeliner, a dark brown eyeliner, so that using black literally just makes it look a little too strong, especially doing everyday makeup. If you want it to look a little more natural, it's better to use a dark brown eyeliner. Also, I went ahead to smoke it out with a very small brush and my bronzer. Also, I'm just going in with my powder brush that I used earlier with no extra products. I'm just dusting off any excess powder on my face. I'm also going to go ahead and apply my favorite blush. This is the Milani Big Blush in the shade Red Vinyl. I'm applying it with the same brush that I used to bronze earlier. This blush is literally really amazing. It has a little bit of shimmer in it that I love, because on an everyday basis I do not highlight. I'm also gonna go in on top of my blush that I applied earlier with my Nars Blush in the shade Taj Mahal. This one also has a little bit of shimmer that I love. It's just gonna provide a little bit of warmth on my face and give me a little bit of a glow. So I'm just putting that on top, and I'm also gonna put that blush in my inner corners. It looks great. I know putting blush in your inner corners doesn't sound right, but it looks great, trust me. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and melt everything into my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. The setting spray is the GOAT. I love it so much because it just makes everything just stay on my face. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some beauty marks on the spots on my face, the bumps on my skin. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but I love to do it regardless. It just gives me some exotic vibes. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with a dark brown liner. I'm gonna go over my lips with my Fenty Beauty Stunner lip paint in the shade Unveil. I'm gonna use that to line my lips, like right on top of the dark brown liner I used. And for the center of my lip, I'm gonna use the shade, I think this is, wow, I forgot the name of the shade. Anyways, I'm just putting that in the center of my lip. As you can see, a very nice nude lip combo. I love to do matte lips on an everyday basis because glossy is just not it. When my matte lip finally fades off, I always go on top with a gloss. For mascara, I'm using my Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara. This mascara, on days when I do not wear eyelashes, I use it, and it's just really great. But the thing about it is that it leaves your eyelashes in clumps. So what you want to do is, if you apply the eyelashes, you want to go in with a spoolie with no extra product, just to separate your eyelashes so that they look a little more fluffy and natural. So this is me separating my eyelashes. This is a step that you should take if you're not wearing eyelashes and you're using a very heavy mascara. You need to do this step so that your eyelashes don't look like clumpy. It's not very flattering. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of brow gel just to soften my brows a little bit. I love strong brows even on everyday basis. Like, strong brows are my go-to. So if you don't want your eyelashes to your eyebrows to look so strong, you should go in with a brow gel that is gonna lighten them up just a little bit. So guys, this is how I do my everyday makeup. Thank you so much for watching. Everything I use will be listed down below in the description box. Thank you once again. I love you guys so much, and a very happy new year to you guys.